know why kids love athletes?
I don't know, because they screw lingerie models.
No, that's why we love athletes. Kids love athletes because they follow their dreams. They first pay you to give up on your dreams.
27 grand a year.
And when were you going to stop and come back and do what makes you happy? I see guys who work at the same company for their entire lives, guys exactly like you. They clock in, they clock out, and they never have a moment of happiness.
Move on. Straight up, move on. Forget them. They are lying and they are untrustworthy. So move on. Move on, and at the risk of sounding callous, get over it.
I believe that our greatest weakness lies in giving up. And there's so much value and there's so much power in trying just one more time.
Things move at your speed. For some individuals, it's extremely slow. For other individuals, it's extremely fast.
It's like you have to save your own life. Nobody's gonna be able to save it for you. So we have to do what we have to do, no matter what it is.
You have an opportunity here, Bob. This is a rebirth.
The biggest problem on the planet today is fear. It's been a problem for a long time, but it's a huge problem now. It's getting bigger every day. And the reason that fear is a problem, of course, is that it affects everything. Everything we think and say and do, all the decisions and choices we make. Everything that we're experiencing can come from only one of two places. Conversations with God has made that very clear to me. We're either coming from love or we're coming from fear. Most people, most of the time, and myself, more than I would like to acknowledge, coming from fear.
Motivation it's kind of a strange word because it doesn't really mean what we think it means. We think it means that we're fired up to do something. We think that it means we're eager and passionate to make something happen. You just can't turn on passion. You can't just turn on the desire to execute a task. It just doesn't work that way. And honestly, that isn't even what motivate means. Motivate doesn't mean to yell and scream and encourage. No, to motivate actually means to provide a motive, a reason why. So to motivate someone is to explain to them why they're doing what they're doing, how it will help them, where it'll take them, why they should continue to work and to struggle and to fight. And when you need motivation yourself, don't look for someone to scream and yell. Don't look for someone else to give you motivation. Look at yourself. Look at yourself and remind yourself why.
There is no excuse for not living up to your fullest potential. No excuse. We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. You always want to blame other people. You always want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You just said you're giving 50%. You owe you an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you?
If you've struggled to get a prospect to understand what it is that you have to offer, try one more time. If you've struggled to get someone to try out your product or service as a customer, try one more time. If you've struggled to get people to attend events, try again, just one more time. If you had a home party before and it didn't work out, try one more time. There's so much value in trying one more time. There's so much value in staying in the game and polishing your skills. There's so much value in plan, do, review. Do what you do.
Zone is a place where, for that small opportunity, where you actually control time.
You can overcome anything except your own death.
In times of suffering, what we do is we forget how hard we really are. Because that's what suffering is. Suffering is a test. That's all it is. Suffering is the true test of life. The beauty is remembering this young, dumb, what people call nigger, is now where I'm at today. And that is, when you finally get to that point, for me, it's forever lasting peace. Greatness isn't running 200 miles at a time or doing 4,000 pull-ups or being a SEAL. Greatness is whatever the hell you dreamed of in your own mind. You gotta first see it. You gotta first create this vision in your mind. And then that's when I come into play. Once you create this vision in your mind, it's how am I gonna get there now? We are all great. No matter if you think you're dumb, no matter if you think you're fat, no matter if you are fat, no matter if you've been bullied, or no matter if you just got back from Iraq or Afghanistan and you have no legs or your arms or whatever, man, we all have greatness. You gotta find the courage. You gotta find the courage to put your Bose headphones on and silence the noise out of this world and to find it.
Why you are doing what you are doing. Remind yourself that this struggle, this temporary pain, this fight that you're in, this is what will make you stronger and better.
The most important thing is always for all people to recognize that you're not who you were a year ago. You're not who you were 5 years ago. You're not who you were last week. You're who you are now, and this is the only shit you have control over. So you gotta regulate how much you dwell on regrets of the past. You really gotta be careful. Because it's good to have a little. If nobody ever punches you in the face, you don't really appreciate safety. Because a lot of people don't even understand what safety is. You pretend, oh, we're safe, but you are so not safe at any moment. And when someone's punched you in the face a bunch of times, there's something about regular safety that's sweeter. Yeah. It's more delicious. Yeah. It's more delicious. You gotta fuel yourself with the fuck-ups.